You would have heard it already, but Pep Guardiola is set to leave Manchester City at the end of the season. One of the greatest managers of all time is set to leave the Manchester club after 10 successful years. In his time he won 20 trophies, 6 Premier Leagues, a Champions League, 3 FA Cups, 5 EFL Cups, a Super Cup, a Club World Cup and 3 Community Shields. Will City ever get better than that? I don't think so. Now, Pep Guardiola and Manchester City haven't actually announced that he's leaving yet, but with all the confirmed rumours and the likes of The Athletic, Sky Sports and others reporting that he's going to be going, I think it's pretty safe to say he's done. It will raise a few questions into why he signed a 2-year contract extension last season. Has he always known he's going? Or did he just want to put that comfort in and then he's ready to go when he needs to? Now, the motivation for Pep leaving is pretty clear, I think. He's probably burnt out. I mean, we only thought he'd last 3 years. He'd done 3 years at Bayern, he did 3 years at Barcelona, but nearly 10 years he's done at Manchester City, so I bet the club can't believe what they got out of him. Having said that, when a legend leaves like this, it's always gutting for the club, and it always makes you fear the worst for Manchester City. You think about the 2 big figures in the Premier League era before Pep, Sir Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger. When both of them men left their respective clubs, the club just went like this, and they're still both recovering. Arsenal were about to win the league after 20 odd years, but they've had a poor 10 years since Arsene Wenger has left. And United have not won the league, or even been close to it really, since Ferguson have left. Now, City will be hoping they've put the foundations in place so that doesn't happen. They've already got their next manager lined up. They've already got an unbelievable squad. The infrastructure, the academy is all set up for City to thrive. But Pep Guardiola's been running that club for 10 years, so for him to leave is such a big blow for City. Now, life moves on pretty quickly in football, and Manchester City are already set to have lined up their next successor. It's been confirmed by some journalists that Enzo Maresca will take charge when Pep Guardiola leaves in the summer. The former Chelsea and Leicester manager is a good up-and-coming manager, but does he have what it takes to take over Pep Guardiola? He did really well at Leicester, got them promoted. He's done really well at Chelsea, to be fair, won a couple of trophies, was playing good football, and did get sacked because he fell out with the owners. Now, another key factor in City appointing Maresca is the fact that he's worked at the club before. He was a coach under Pep for a couple of years, and he was a coach during the treble-winning season for Manchester City. Now, that's not to say he was responsible for that season, but it certainly doesn't hurt his chances and his reputation in the club. Now, considering the positive with Maresca and the infrastructure in place at City, it won't be all doom and gloom for City fans, but there will be trepidation about what comes next. Replacing a figure like Guardiola is nearly impossible, but can you get the next best thing? We will see if that is Maresca. Now, we're going to quickly move on because there's been some breaking news regarding Southampton and Spygate. Southampton have been expelled from the Championship playoff final against Hull on Saturday. After the Spygate involving Middlesbrough, many were wondering what the EFL would do. Now, on the 13th of May, photos emerged of a Southampton analyst outside Middlesbrough training ground, taking pictures of Middlesbrough's training. This is what snowballed the story and has put Southampton in a lot of trouble, because the day after there was a determination that there would be a hearing to determine Southampton's fate, and that had to happen before the 19th of May, which is today. And obviously they've landed this absolute hammer of blow to Southampton. No one really would have expected them to go through with this, because it's probably the biggest decision, or one of them, in the EFL's history. I can't remember a decision like it. A team that has made it all the way to the playoff final, and they've been expelled from it. Now, Middlesbrough have been really confident of this outcome, or at least really been pursuing it. Their players have actually still been training, even though they've been officially knocked out by Southampton. It is really messy for the EFL, because Middlesbrough have been training for a final they weren't in at the time. Hull have probably been preparing for Southampton coming up this Saturday. That's had to change and flip in just a couple of days. Obviously, Southampton have been expelled from the EFL. They are allowed to appeal tomorrow, and we'll see if the outcome changes then. It might even end up changing the date of the final, which again, if you're from Hull's perspective, you're probably thinking, well, it's not helpful at all because we've trained, we've set, everything will be set right to the minute that they kick off on Saturday. So what will the EFL do? I can't see them overturning the decision again, so I don't think Southampton will be back in the final. but it is the most controversial thing I can remember from the EFL. Please let us know what you think in the comments, like and subscribe the video to get more, and I'll see you next time.